G'day guys and welcome back to the JFBS Supercoach channel. And today we're going to go through my second made up team reveal. It's pretty similar to the first one, but I have made some significant changes. Like for example, Topik is not going to be there considering he's like on the 12th man of the bench. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you guys think of the new team. I think it's a bit more improved, and my reasons for it, I'm sure, will make sense. So this is the team. I have updated it. I've just went back to the old team since the last video, so you can get an idea of what I've changed. So let's get straight into it. I'll get rid of all the players that that I don't have on this new team. So I don't have Topic just because, like I said, he's going to be the 12th. He's going to be last man on the bench. He might get some minutes and junk time, but it probably won't be until next year where he gets a full rookie season under his belt and another, like his sophomore year. He's had one full year in an NBA system. Now he can play in it, and then he'll improve on it. That's what I think will happen. Getting rid of Sabonis just because the whole Levine and DeRozan thing. So I just don't think his averages will be the same. With that, I am getting rid of Dylan Harper. I think he's injured for the first couple weeks, of the first part of the season, not for many games though. So he'll be a good option to downgrade if one of these rookies or even like a Derek White starts to fall off or get injured. That'd be a good, nice option to bank up a couple million. Who else is here? We have got. So I'm going to move Giddy because I technically have him here at the point guard position. And then I'll get rid of the other ones. Who else am I getting rid of? Not. I'm getting rid of Lowry Markkinen just because of the two early games, which I know that won't be a massive factor as we look at the fixture here. The Jazz have 2 games to start. I know the Bulls do, but you'll hear my reasoning why I'm going to keep both Bulls players. So the reason why I'm going to keep Gideon Buzelis is, and even if I probably wouldn't have a third guy starting, is because if I have a flex player, which I've got to make sure that this guy does have starts with a 3 gamer. If I can find the team, yes, he does. The reason why is because he can easily take away that score. And let's say Giddy does play an amazing game an amazing week in that first week. Like, let's say better than the flex guy who's going to be playing 3, then great. Like, you've got Buzelis to fall back on. Like, he's probably your worst option. For me, if I'm looking at my team, my worst player here would be Buzelis or Flag. Just because, rookie, first 2 games, whereas Giddy, he's going to score more points than Flag, in my opinion. Potentially Derek White as well, or Demon. So that's my reasoning of why I'm keeping 2 Bulls players. And then I just want to check a comment out. I've got it here. Sorry. I did ask for feedback, and I definitely did get some feedback. Shout out to Dylan, who commented on the initial team review or reveal, sorry, and mentioning, wasn't a big fan of the team. That's fair enough. I'm great to take credit, reasons why. So that's why I've kept the Chicago players. I'm getting rid of Lowry Markkinen because I just don't think he'll improve that much, personally. I hope he does, and for the price he is, But it's just that first two games. I could always fall back for my flex player, the reason why I'll be going for him. So if I go back, I'm moving Giannis to the center position here. And then there we go. So it's just those positions that I'll be filling up. So this one is going to be another rookie. It's VJ Edgecombe. Now, hopefully, he'll get some minutes. I didn't see the Abu Dhabi game where they played the Knicks. It was a few days ago, I'm pretty sure. No, as I'm speaking, the Thunder and Mavs are in their preseason, and a lot of other teams. I've only just found this out now. Um, Let me find what's it called? Um, Sorry, bear with me. Oh, here we go. Did he play in this game? He did. Well, he started and he had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. He was, did they? No, I thought maybe was it a different team that shot like terrible from the three. But yeah, he had 24 minutes. And that's with a team like, it's preseason. So you're not expecting big, like realistic minutes. Sorry, I can't speak this morning. So Edgecombe, I feel like he'll get around 18 minutes a game, and I feel like that's really good for a rookie for that price. So that's probably what you're looking for. For a guy like Jay Huff, who will most likely start for Indiana, he like for 5.4 mil, that's about maybe 28 minutes a game. That's great. You kind of want to look for not so minutes, but impact in those minutes. Let's move on to the next guy that I've got. Let's go with Cam Whitmore here at the power forward position. So Whitmore, where's he percentage wise? Yeah, he's around 11%. Reason why I've gone with him is because I think it's his third year in the NBA now. I'll just double check. Yeah, this will be his third year in the NBA. He didn't get much opportunity in Houston last year. So fresh start at Washington. They have Bilal Coulibaly out for the first couple of weeks, so he might start for them. But mind you, they still have Chris Middleton at that small forward position, so they might play him power forward. But even if he starts or not, he's probably close to the sixth man on there. Wizards would want to play him. You'd think. That's why I've got him. And for 5.8 million, it's very good. Now I've got 29 million in the bank. I'll go with my small forward here. And where is he? I had him in my videos as your top primos around the small forward and point guard position. It's Scotty Barnes. I mean, I've mentioned it before in the point guard small forward video where he'll get points, he'll get rebounds, he is the facilitator. So we'll see how he goes. I hope he does more than 24.6. My only worry is that the ball might be less in his hands. And I know I just mentioned stuff that the ball will be in his hands a lot more often, but he's got Ingram and they've got two big 2 and 3 with Ingram and Barrett. You've got Quickly, which I know he's not much of a playmaker, but he'd want to bring the ball up. So it's probably going to be a bit hard. Maybe he's more of a second unit guy with the bench he can really facilitate, but I'm willing to take that risk. For 15.27 mil. Yeah, I think I'm willing to take that risk. And now I've got $14.4 million in the bank. So if we go by highest price, I really, really wanted Bam Adebayo just because Tyler Hero's not playing the first slot. I completely forgot Norman Powell's on that team, but Still, he'll get rebounds and score, but I'm like, what's that, 15.8? About 1.4 away, which is really annoying. Other guys that would have been decent uh, around that price, probably not much from here. Because I think you want to bank your guys with rebounds, even though I really haven't. I feel like Duran's a decent option at 14.6 mil, but yeah, here we are. 14, just at the low 14 mil mark. So this is like your like the end of your primos. I Jalen Brown's a decent option. Wouldn't go these two. Ingram, no. Of DR, I've seen people go with him. He's an okay option. Um, Not really anyone else that tickles my fancy. I wouldn't go Larry Markkinen. Wouldn't go to Cam Thomas. Don't go Paul George. Claxton, I feel, is an interesting option just because they don't really have a great centre rotation. Like they might play Wolf at centre, but I know Drew Timmy will play. Sorry, excuse me. Um, so maybe Claxton gets more minutes, or his minutes stay the same, and he stays around that 11.7 mil mark. Jalen Green, I can see why people go for him, but I just wouldn't. Um, who else? Mark and I said no. Fred Van Vliet, very disappointing. Very sad that he won't be playing. Edie's not playing the start of the year, but yeah, Jalen Suggs is interesting. Maybe he might get more assists with Bain there. Anthony Simons, kind of similar to Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. Like he's going to get more minutes, but no, we're going to scroll all the way back up, and this is just for now. This is just for now. I've got Ja Morant there, only because I can afford him, and there's no one really that interests me. Like Dyson, I feel like his average is going to go down, considering that his shots will go down, even though he provides more on other ends of the court. Nearly said field. Austin Reeves is interesting. I wouldn't go there just with LeBron and what's his face, Luca, just with the ball a lot more. Chet's interesting. I kind of want to go with Chet. I could change that my mind and go Chet Holmgren and then bank up an extra. But I'm thinking him as my number two. Like he's pretty close to it. Murphy, no. Brown, you could on Kongu, hell no. Payton, I wouldn't. Brown's interesting. I don't want to. I was going to say I don't want too many Celtics guys. Like this is a good mix of like different teams. Um, so with Met, like he's going to have the most shots, and if we look down here, if he misses a shot, it's -1. It doesn't say here foul is a minus point, which is cool. So yeah, I've got Ja Morant there for now, and I'll tell you my reasoning with the other guys who I've kept. So Jalen Williams, 3.5 million, just he's their backup center. Like he didn't play much of the postseason, but he will play during the regular season, I'm sure. Like even if it's 12 minutes, like it's still better than having a guy who's not even playing. Ace Bailey, he looks. I was seeing like like the press conference, and he looked a lot more happy. So, and getting rid of his agent might be the same as well. So he's looking a bit better. Let's switch Giddy with Igor Demon, but kept Demon because he's arguably the best guard rookie in my opinion. I've kept Cunningham, Giddy, Williams, White, just because I would have mentioned these three in my videos. I've got good value players coming up as well within the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. Pep Giannis, I think he's better than not going to be better, but he's going to be a better option compared to Jokic because 5 million, as you can tell, I can fit this team without Jokic. Like an extra 5 mil is from Scotty Barnes from like Alex Sarr or something like that. So that's a pretty big jump in my opinion. Um, Flag every rookie, like the number one rookie um, in this draft class, which I'm sure everyone knows. You want to, I think everyone should have him on your team. Buzelis, just I think because he's going to have a better year this year, he'll improve. Scotty Barnes, I mean, I just brought him in, so it doesn't really matter what I was going to say about him. But Huff and Giannis, I mean, both starting. This guy's just a freak. No pun intended with him. But yeah, anyways, that is my week two. It's not my week two. My second team, like I've made a few changes. I'm pretty happy. I did say I was going to have a final team going into the season, but that might be more. I'm looking at injuries and I'll have a good look at the preseason and see how many minutes each like guy gets and what the team may look like. Even though it's um, not a great idea of what it might be. So yeah, and I just wanted to preface as well. With your premiums, so I think so 14 and over, you don't really want to trade them much. If it's scheduling, so this is the website, #basketball.com. For example, Brooklyn, they have 3 weeks in a row when they only play 2 games. So Demon will be a really good option for these first 7 weeks. And you trade him at week 8. Sorry, that's a bit sidetracked. But what I was trying to say was your premium. So Jar, who is he's got 3.44. So that's probably one of the better starts to the season. And considering that, like I was saying before, with Chicago, they've only got 2 in that first game. Like it doesn't really matter. Like because he's gonna take over the worst score of this team. So he's your like that's your flex. That's obviously how it works. So that's why I'm comfortable having Giddy and Buzelis on because Giddy, I think he'll average around 34 Supercoach points a game, and Buzelis, he might be the guy. I'm most likely thinking he's going to be the guy that's going to have the lowest score in that first week, which is completely fine because it's not going to count. And I think you should probably everyone should put that into perspective. So me putting Larry Markin in there in the first week was probably not the smartest idea. Um, but yeah, that's the reasoning behind. So like with Primos, so I'm thinking I'm keeping Giddy, Cunningham, Williams, Giannis, Barnes, and I mean Jar's probably the one guy that I'm like, oh, let's get him over, like get him up. So that's 5 guys. I think Derek White will stay for the whole year. So that's 6 guys in your best 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 6 guys out of my 10 that I'm keeping like for the rest of the year, which is I think an already decent start. Which at some point you're going to flip flag to another guy, or if he averages really well, maybe you keep him as your really cheap loop option. Buzelis and Whitmore are guys that I'm going to be hopefully banking early and then sell high, get a decent player who's got a good run of games at around 10 mil, for example. And Jar is the reason why I say he's probably the guy that's most likely I'll trade out of all the primos I've got is just because he might do terrible with no not much help with like all of his big men being injured and obviously Bain being traders. It's going to be an interesting first couple of weeks with Jar, and like if he gets injured in the first couple of weeks, then that's pretty disappointing because then we'd flip him to someone else. But yeah, that's what you kind of want to put into perspective as well. It's like I'm not really looking like with with Dylan's comment before, which is fair enough. Like if you want to look for guys that are going to improve and make you money, that's fine. I'm more looking for like run and guns. So guns and rookies is what it is. So Cunningham, Gideon, Williams, like saying that Williams and Cunningham might not improve that much, that's fine. Like at 28 is a pretty good score. At 28.6 average is a pretty good score in Supercoach. And I reckon he'll go higher. Hopefully he does. Same with Williams. So put that into perspective. If you want a team that you want to update all the time, this is probably not the team that you want to base it off. If you want to look for guys that are going to upgrade, like, or not upgrade, but improve, you're going to look around that 10 million, that 10, $11 million mark. So maybe you do have a Larry Markkinen because he had a pretty disappointing year last year compared to the years before. Like Claxton might go up. Uh, Trying to think, maybe Norman Powell. I highly doubt it. Same with CJ, just because you know what new team and he'll have the ball in his hands probably a bit more compared to New Orleans. Guys like Jalen Green, you probably want to go like if this is improvement only, you're going for guys like Jalen Green. Excuse me, Larry Markkinen. Maybe not Devin Vassell actually. Other guys you're looking at while I'm scrolling down. Alex Saab, Benedict Mathurin. Those are your guys that you're probably thinking of going for. Is there anyone else? Chris Middleton at 9 million. It's actually not terrible. So maybe that's a consideration for my final team. But um, like Kaminga at 9 mil, I don't know. And Nemhard, like Nemhard's a guy, definitely the guy you would want to go for. But yeah, that's the team. Hopefully, like I hope it doesn't sound like I'm open to criticism and then just defending my team. I am open to it. Don't worry. I was just saying, just those were the couple reasons. I agreed with the Sabonis thing that Dylan did say. Sabonis was probably not a good pick. So now I've switched that and I've saved 4 million on Barnes, and now I can spend that 4 million to upgrade Lowry to Ja Morant. So I appreciate that if you're watching this. But yeah, that's my team. Please do give me feedback if you do like the team, or you think you'd change something about it, or just give me your thoughts on your team, what you want to do, and maybe I can help you out there. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in. You'll be seeing, I'm sure, my rookies videos, like best rookies to go for, and like best valued guys from the 1 to 5. Those will be 3 separate videos. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.